Today, we will practice a common conversation topic in IELTS speaking. Fashion below is an excellent sample response for you. First, let's analyze the response sentence by sentence.
I think fashion is a really interesting topic because it's not just about clothes, it reflects culture and personal style too. Reflect to show or express. Personal style, one's unique way of dressing. I think fashion is a really interesting topic because it's not just about clothes, it reflects culture and personal style too. I think fashion is a really interesting topic because it's not just about clothes, it reflects culture and personal style too. I think fashion is a really interesting topic because it's not just about clothes, it reflects culture and personal style too. In my daily life, I prefer comfortable clothes like hoodies and jeans, but I dress more formally for special occasions. Formally, in a proper or official way. Special occasions, important events, e.g. parties, meetings. In my daily life, I prefer comfortable clothes like hoodies and jeans, but I dress more formally for special occasions. In my daily life, I prefer comfortable clothes like hoodies and jeans, but I dress more formally for special occasions. In my daily life, I prefer comfortable clothes like hoodies and jeans, but I dress more formally for special occasions. Do you think thrifted or second-hand clothes are a good alternative to new fashion items? Thrifted, bought from a charity shop. Alternative, something that can replace another thing. Do you think thrifted or second-hand clothes are a good alternative to new fashion items? Do you think thrifted or second-hand clothes are a good alternative to new fashion items? Do you think thrifted or second-hand clothes are a good alternative to new fashion items? I definitely think so. Thrifted clothes are cheaper and help cut down on waste from fast fashion. Cut down on to reduce. Fast fashion, cheap, trendy clothes produced quickly. I definitely think so. Thrifted clothes are cheaper and help cut down on waste from fast fashion. I definitely think so. Thrifted clothes are cheaper and help cut down on waste from fast fashion. I definitely think so. Thrifted clothes are cheaper and help cut down on waste from fast fashion. One trend I've noticed recently is that more people are choosing sustainable fashion brands. Trend, a popular style or habit. Sustainable, not harmful to the environment. One trend I've noticed recently is that more people are choosing sustainable fashion brands. One trend I've noticed recently is that more people are choosing sustainable fashion brands. One trend I've noticed recently is that more people are choosing sustainable fashion brands. What do you think has the biggest influence on young people's fashion choices today? Influence, the power to affect someone's decisions. Fashion choices, decisions about what to wear. What do you think has the biggest influence on young people's fashion choices today? What do you think has the biggest influence on young people's fashion choices today? What do you think has the biggest influence on young people's fashion choices today? I think social media and influencers play a huge role. Many young people copy the outfits they see online. Influencers, people who affect others' opinions on social media. Outfits, sets of clothes worn together. I think social media and influencers play a huge role. Many young people copy the outfits they see online. I think social media and influencers play a huge role. Many young people copy the outfits they see online. I think social media and influencers play a huge role. Many young people copy the outfits they see online. Traditional clothing from different countries is also fascinating, like the Chinese hanfu or the Japanese kimono. Traditional clothing, clothes from a country's history. Fascinating, very interesting. Traditional clothing from different countries is also fascinating, like the Chinese hanfu or the Japanese kimono. Traditional clothing from different countries is also fascinating, like the Chinese hanfu or the Japanese kimono. Traditional clothing from different countries is also fascinating, like the Chinese hanfu or the Japanese kimono. What do you think are the drawbacks of fast fashion brands? Drawbacks, disadvantages. Fast fashion brands, companies that make cheap, trendy clothes quickly. What do you think are the drawbacks of fast fashion brands? What do you think are the drawbacks of fast fashion brands? What do you think are the drawbacks of fast fashion brands? Most fast fashion clothes are low quality. They get worn out after a few washes, so people have to buy new ones often. Low quality, not well made. Worn out, damaged from use. Most fast fashion clothes are low quality. They get worn out after a few washes, so people have to buy new ones often. Most fast fashion clothes are low quality. They get worn out after a few washes, so people have to buy new ones often. Most fast fashion clothes are low quality. They get worn out after a few washes, so people have to buy new ones often. Some people say fashion is a way to express themselves. I agree, because your clothes can show your personality. Express themselves, to show their thoughts or feelings. Personality, someone's unique character. Some people say fashion is a way to express themselves. I agree, because your clothes can show your personality. Some people say fashion is a way to express themselves. I agree, because your clothes can show your personality. Some people say fashion is a way to express themselves. I agree, because your clothes can show your personality. For example, people who like bold colors might wear bright shirts, while those who prefer calm styles choose neutral tones. Bold colors, bright, strong colors. Neutral tones, calm colors, e.g. black, white, gray. For example, people who like bold colors might wear bright shirts, while those who prefer calm styles choose neutral tones. For example, people who like bold colors might wear bright shirts, while those who prefer calm styles choose neutral tones. For example, people who like bold colors might wear bright shirts, while those who prefer calm styles choose neutral tones. I used to follow fashion trends closely, but now I only buy clothes that I really like and will wear for a long time. Follow closely, to pay much attention to. Wear for a long time, to use regularly over many months, years. I used to follow fashion trends closely, but now I only buy clothes that I really like and will wear for a long time. I used to follow fashion trends closely, but now I only buy clothes that I really like and will wear for a long time. I used to follow fashion trends closely, but now I only buy clothes that I really like and will wear for a long time. How can we encourage more people to choose sustainable fashion instead of fast fashion? Encourage, to give support for doing something. Instead of, in place of. How can we encourage more people to choose sustainable fashion instead of fast fashion? How can we encourage more people to choose sustainable fashion instead of fast fashion? How can we encourage more people to choose sustainable fashion instead of fast fashion? I think we need to teach people about how fast fashion harms the environment. Once they know, they might change their habits. Harms, damages. Change their habits to start doing things differently. I think we need to teach people about how fast fashion harms the environment. Once they know, they might change their habits. I think we need to teach people about how fast fashion harms the environment. Once they know, they might change their habits. I think we need to teach people about how fast fashion harms the environment. Once they know, they might change their habits. Fashion shows are also important. They set trends, but some brands now use them to promote sustainable designs. Set trends to create new popular styles. Promote to advertise or support. Fashion shows are also important. They set trends, but some brands now use them to promote sustainable designs. Fashion shows are also important. They set trends, but some brands now use them to promote sustainable designs. Fashion shows are also important. They set trends, but some brands now use them to promote sustainable designs. I've even seen some designers use recycled materials like old plastic bottles to make clothes. That's really creative. Recycled materials, materials that are reused. Creative, having new ideas. I've even seen some designers use recycled materials like old plastic bottles to make clothes. That's really creative. I've even seen some designers use recycled materials like old plastic bottles to make clothes. That's really creative. I've even seen some designers use recycled materials like old plastic bottles to make clothes. That's really creative. Do you think workplace dress codes are becoming more relaxed compared to the past? Workplace dress codes, rules about what to wear at work. Relaxed, less strict. Do you think workplace dress codes are becoming more relaxed compared to the past? Do you think workplace dress codes are becoming more relaxed compared to the past? Do you think workplace dress codes are becoming more relaxed compared to the past? Yes, definitely. Many companies now let employees wear casual clothes like sneakers and T-shirts instead of suits and ties. Casual clothes, informal clothing. Suits and ties, formal work attire for men. Yes, definitely. Many companies now let employees wear casual clothes like sneakers and T-shirts instead of suits and ties. Yes, definitely. Many companies now let employees wear casual clothes like sneakers and T-shirts instead of suits and ties. Yes, definitely. Many companies now let employees wear casual clothes like sneakers and T-shirts instead of suits and ties. Overall, fashion is always changing, but the most important thing is to wear what makes you feel comfortable and confident. Changing, becoming different. Confident, feeling sure of oneself. Overall, fashion is always changing, but the most important thing is to wear what makes you feel comfortable and confident. Overall, fashion is always changing, but the most important thing is to wear what makes you feel comfortable and confident. Overall, fashion is always changing, but the most important thing is to wear what makes you feel comfortable and confident.
Great. Next, let's listen to the full response and see how much content you've learned.
I think fashion is a really interesting topic because it's not just about clothes. It reflects culture and personal style, too. In my daily life, I prefer comfortable clothes like hoodies and jeans, but I dress more formally for special occasions. Do you think thrifted or second-hand clothes are a good alternative to new fashion items? I definitely think so. Thrifted clothes are cheaper and help cut down on waste from fast fashion. One trend I've noticed recently is that more people are choosing sustainable fashion brands. What do you think has the biggest influence on young people's fashion choices today? I think social media and influencers play a huge role. Many young people copy the outfits they see online. Traditional clothing from different countries is also fascinating, like the Chinese hanfu or the Japanese kimono. What do you think are the drawbacks of fast fashion brands? Most fast fashion clothes are low quality. They get worn out after a few washes, so people have to buy new ones often. Some people say fashion is a way to express themselves. I agree, because your clothes can show your personality. For example, people who like bold colors might wear bright shirts, while those who prefer calm styles choose neutral tones. I used to follow fashion trends closely, but now I only buy clothes that I really like and will wear for a long time. How can we encourage more people to choose sustainable fashion instead of fast fashion? I think we need to teach people about how fast fashion harms the environment. Once they know, they might change their habits. Fashion shows are also important. They set trends, but some brands now use them to promote sustainable designs. I've even seen some designers use recycled materials like old plastic bottles to make clothes. That's really creative. Do you think workplace dress codes are becoming more relaxed compared to the past? Yes, definitely. Many companies now let employees wear casual clothes like sneakers and T-shirts instead of suits and ties. Overall, fashion is always changing, but the most important thing is to wear what makes you feel comfortable and confident.
Perfect. Now, let's use what we just learned to work through a few practice questions. Just reply with your answers in the comment section. I'm really looking forward to your answers.
What does the speaker think is the main benefit of thrifted clothing? A. It is always more fashionable than new clothes. B. It helps reduce environmental waste from fast fashion. C. It is easier to match with other items. D. It can be resold at a higher price. E. It helps reduce environmental waste from fast fashion. Which factor does the speaker say influences young people's fashion choices most? A. Their parents' dress style. B. Social media and influencers. C. Traditional clothing culture. D. Local weather conditions. What problem does the speaker mention about fast fashion brands? A. Their clothes are too expensive for most people. B. They produce low-quality items that wear out quickly. C. They only sell clothes in limited sizes. D. Their designs are always outdated. What does the speaker suggest to make sustainable fashion more popular? A. Making all sustainable clothes cheaper. B. Educating people on its environmental benefits. C. Forcing brands to stop producing fast fashion. D. Only selling sustainable clothes in big cities.
Time's up for today's Daily English. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next time. And don't forget to hit the follow button for more English tips.